Alright, so I'm over here actually editing this video, literally right now. And I remember whenever I filmed this, it was a little while ago, but whenever I had filmed it, I was like hungover and I got no sleep the night before. And some of the things I say in this video just like blatantly don't make sense. I feel like I try explaining some stuff that made sense to myself at the time, but they just didn't actually make sense. So yeah, I'm still going to go ahead and put this video up because it was fun to make, but there's some stuff where I just say things inside of this video and you're like, that makes zero sense whatsoever. So I'm still going to put this up because it's a fun video. You guys enjoy. Hello there, people of the internet. Attention YouTube reviewer. Today we're using a semi-automatic rifle with a 10-round magazine, all in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines. That being said, hello there, people of the internet. I am out here with a second AR-10. This one is a Palmetto State Armory AR-10 chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, I went from having no rifles in 6.5 Creedmoor on the channel to having 2 rifles in 6.5 Creedmoor on the channel. Now, I have a lot of videos that I want to do with 6.5 Creedmoor, and I don't have a lot of ammunition to spare with 6.5 Creedmoor. So I have 8 rounds in this 10-round magazine, and that's just what I'm going to have for making this video, because I calculated it out what I'm going to need to do the other things that I have planned, and this is just what I have left available for me. I have not shot this rifle yet. As a matter of fact, I just got done shooting the AR-10 in 308. I recommend going to check out that video. That is the first AR-10 I've ever fired. Now, I fired plenty of AR-15s in 223-556, and I was not expecting to like the AR-10 as much as I did because it's heavier, more recoil, but it's also a much more powerful rifle. And dude, I tell you what, the AR-10 in 308, oh, I need me one of those. But there's a huge but with that. I have not fired the AR-10 in 6.5 Creedmoor. So before I go saying, hey, I'm getting one in 308, I figure let's go ahead and check this one out, right? So this one right here is not mine. This is actually on loan to me from a buddy who decided that it's a 1 in 8 twist, who decided that I should take this rifle out and test it out. Now, I am used to M4 stocks. I'm going to say that right now. I have never used anything besides an M4 stock. And this obviously does not have an M4 style stock on it. So, I have no idea what to expect with this stock. I mean, it's comfortable. I love the cheek rest on it. The AR, very heavy stainless steel barrel at the end. Just a lot of thick girthiness with this rifle, for lack of a better term. Full handguard, M-lock system. This right here could be set up for a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Universal rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor is a very powerful round, but it's also it could be like downloaded with lightweight projectiles to be not that powerful of a round, depending on what it is that you're going for. Here in the state of Florida, our deer don't get all that big. 6.5 Creedmoor is more than enough to take care of whatever it is that I'd come across here in the state of Florida. Semi-automatic platform, takes AR-style magazines. For anyone who doesn't realize that, this is an AR platform, but takes AR-style magazines, so you don't have to worry about like single loading or loading from a stripper clip like you do with like the SKS or something like that. This would be good for like defensive purposes in the event that you decided that you needed to use it for defensive purposes. If I was like going into like known combat, I would take the 308 any day of the week just because of availability and whatnot. But if you have a 6.5 Creedmoor and that's what you have, then hey, that's what you have. So like I said, I have no experience with this rifle. Let's go ahead and pop this open. I do not like the AR-10s that have a big scope on them like this, because then it is difficult to grab the charging handle and pull that back, but we'll go ahead and pull that off. So I'm pretty sure that's in battery. I'm not 100% positive about it, but pretty sure about it. This is a Palmetto State Armory, if I had not said that already. PSA 65. So, okay, let's go ahead. Send some rounds downrange. I really like the rail system on the handguard on this thing. Not only that, but the handguard also has an area to where you can mount a front sight if you felt like it. And the receiver itself has a Picatinny rail on it, so you can go ahead and mount whatever optic it is that you're wanting.
My buddy has this set up to be like basically a DMR style platform, and in 6.5 Creedmoor that makes sense. But personally, my personal preference, I would throw a set of iron sights on this and a red dot, maybe a magnifier, but I wouldn't have it go beyond like 4 to 6 power versus this one, which is 12 power scope. So I have it set to 4 power. I'm going to go ahead and just send a round downrange. My buddy said that this was zeroed. Let's find out. Okay, well, we hit our target. Let's send another. Okay, we hit our target again. I have 6 rounds left for this video. So, first impressions, 6.5 Creedmoor. This AR10 recoils significantly less than the 308 AR10. Now, the 6.5 Creedmoor is known to be a very long-range round, and I'm sure that the capabilities of the 6.5 Creedmoor far outweigh my capabilities as a shooter, because past like 300 yards, I'm not very accurate. So, yeah, 6.5 Creedmoor out of this rifle, I can't really attest to accuracy. I'm not sure if it'd be more accurate out of a bolt action versus this rifle. As a matter of fact, that would make a fun test. See how well I can shoot out of this rifle versus a bolt action rifle, since I have both in 6.5 Creedmoor. I'll have to play around with that, see if I can figure out an ammo situation for it. But what we are going to do, we're going to actually step out to about 100 yards now, and I'm going to send some lead down range, and we're going to see if we connect to our target. I could basically hit the target with any full power rifle round at 100 yards, anybody could. But I would like to take 6.5 Creedmoor out to like a real distance. Like, I would absolutely love to take it out to like 500, 600, 700 yards and compare it to something that is not as good, that I've shot at good distances before, like a 308 or a 30-06 or something like that. 6.5 Creedmoor apparently shines at long distance, but 100 yards, I don't think 6.5 Creedmoor is going to have much in terms of its benefits being greater than the benefits that you get from any other cartridge. Let's go ahead and step out to a distance. Okay, so here we are at 100 yards, and well, I spray painted my target. I have no idea if this thing is zeroed enough to actually hit it. It was zeroed enough to hit it at 40 yards, but that's a lot different than 100 yards. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead, take aim here. Let me go ahead and adjust my zoomage here. And I'm going to go ahead and just aim for center, and we'll see if we smack our steel. I think that's a smack. It looks like we smacked it. Let me go ahead, send another round here. I'm going to aim a little higher, I guess. Alright. Yep, that smacked exactly where I was aiming. Okay. Just for giggles, let's clink the steel one more time. Where'd it go? Oh, there she is. She's falling down, though. Man, I love this 6.5 Creedmoor. I'd still take the 308 over this one, but this is a nice rifle. Alright. I could probably hit that steel one more time. I think I only have 2 rounds left, so hit the steel one more time at 100 yards. What do you guys think? I think so. One more time won't hurt nothing, and then I'll find me another target here. Oh god. Every time I smack the steel, it stands up and then it falls back down and it lowers itself just a little bit more into the ground. Alright, just out of curiosity, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to send a 6.5 Creedmoor into the tree that's in front of me. I want to see if it goes through that tree. I'm not sure, like, I mean, I'm not 100% certain on the power behind a 6.5 Creedmoor, and I kind of judge that based off of how much they make water explode and how much they can penetrate through wood. And I'd like to say a 308 would probably pass through that tree. So let's go ahead and see if a 6.5 Creedmoor will. This is soft point ammunition though, so I have no idea, in all honesty. If we had full metal jackets, we'd probably stand a better chance. Alright, well, we shot the tree dead center. Let's walk down there and see if it passed through. Okay, here's where we shot the tree with our 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm not expecting that to have gone through. Yeah, it didn't go through. So there's a 6.5 Creedmoor bullet forever lodged in this tree. Good for you, tree. You know, whenever I started filming, my desk right here was very much in the shade. I'm gonna have to move that, aren't I? Well, let me go ahead and finish up this video because I've already used all the ammunition that I have available for it. First thoughts, first impressions, I like this rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor is definitely a fantastic cartridge. I say having only shot 2 rifles chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, but I have fired 2 rifles chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and from what I have seen so far, I really like them. Haven't taken it out to a distance, so I can't attest to how much easier it is to shoot things at a distance with 6.5 Creedmoor, but judging by the ballistic charts I've seen, I'm gonna wager that it's quite a deal easier to make shots at distance with 6.5 Creedmoor as opposed to something with a larger diameter, less ballistically capable, heavier pill. Well, I don't really know what else to add to this. I like this barrel. It's nice and heavy, not overly warm, even though we just stuck hell, most of a magazine of ammunition through this thing. I don't have much of an opinion on the stock. I mean, personally, I feel like an M4 stock would serve just as well. I feel like the stocks are more or less for aesthetics than anything else. What is this? Oh, okay, that locks it in place. That's what that's for. I feel like stocks are more or less for aesthetics than anything else. There are some attachment points on the stock right here that don't necessarily exist in the configuration on a M4 style stock, but it's not really a make or break thing for me. If 6.5 Creedmoor is your go-to, then hey, an AR10 and 6.5 Creedmoor would be an excellent go-to. I definitely had fun with it. I hope you guys had fun with it too. So, hey folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Description down below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go ahead and go check that out. I'm going to go reset my steel, hydrate, and make another video because I'm having a good time and I have one other firearm that I want to check out today. So you guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. Since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. Shame that bolt action shotguns aren't more mainstream.